Hello, I'm Tian Wei, host of World Insight of CGTN, standing right here in a factory, which is the very first to produce face masks since the outbreak in Beijing. And now I'm going to visit the production lines and also to meet someone who I've been talking on the phone in order to know better about how it works. But before I go there, I need to wear the mask just to make sure there is hygiene here. All right. Let's go. Jing is someone that I've been talking on the phone. She is responsible for the overseas sales of face masks like this. So I'm going to meet her here in the warehouse. Jing. Hi, how are you? This is the way to shake hands now, yeah. You know, Jing and I have been talking on the phone for several days in order to prepare for this live event. Finally, we meet. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Thank you so much, Jing, for sharing your time. I know you're extremely busy these days because every day there are a lot of production coming out of here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So how many production lines you have?
Right now we have 10 full automatic machines, and every machine it's running for 24 hours every day.
So you have 3 shifts every day.
Yeah.
And together every day, how many face masks will be produced?
Around of 70,000 pieces face mask.
All right, for one production line.
One production line.
I see.
Per day.
So these are all the materials that you have here.
Yeah. Let me show you.
Okay. So maybe you can follow us.
Yeah. You can see this is a
so this is the cloth. Yes.
And inside, this is the raw material.
Right, and this the other side.
Other side.
Right.
And there is a very important.
Mm-hmm. The very middle part of it, the most important.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Here.
Right.
It's the melt blown.
Mm-hmm. So this is the layer that is crucial.
Yeah.
For the face mask, this part. This is the most important material, and this is here, right here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe you show us around a little bit. Quite some, huh?
Yeah.
So this will be used up for how many days production? 这些需要就是一天的两天的
1 to 2 days maximum.
I see. Wow, a lot of work.
Yes, because the market is increasing every day, and we are producing. Our production capacity is also increasing.
Look at that. Huge amount. I've always been very keen to ask you, Jing. I mean, how to make it happen from 0 to 1 in a way, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, your factory started at the end of January.
Yeah, it's very difficult. Everything is very difficult. We have to find the workers. We have to move the production lines.
Yeah.
We have to buy the raw material. Everything we have to start it from 0 to 1.
Yeah.
It's very difficult.
Particularly at the time, I remember, Jing, since the city of Wuhan was already experiencing lockdown starting from January the 23rd. So also since then, most of the Chinese cities are pretty much closed down already,
Exactly.
right? Highways closed. So just think about transporting production lines from another province into Beijing, which is the most secure place in a way. It's mind-boggling.
You can imagine that.
Now I can really put my feet into your shoes now. Yeah. But besides this, I know you also want to show us the production line. Yeah.
Okay.
Can we maybe follow you to see some of those?
Okay, I'll show you one of our production workshop right now.
Okay.
Just follow me.
All right then. Piles and piles of raw materials. And I'll follow you then? Okay.
You can hear the
sound already, yes. So you have 3 shifts. This is the afternoon shift pretty much.
Yeah.
This is going to be one of those workshops? One of the workshops. Yeah.
One of
You show us one. Yeah.
Okay. Before entering the workshop, we have to wear the shoe cover, the caps, and the isolation gown.
Okay.
So I will make
show
an
me.
example for you.
Okay.
Show
Thank you. So everybody has to have the hat, the shoe cover, and also the isolation gown. So I'm gonna follow Jingjing and do exactly that. Thank you.
Don't touch the floor.
Okay. Oh, I have to say it again. Thing I need to remember. No touching on the floor. Another one, please. Because I was touching my feet on the floor with the shoe cover, so I have to change one again. Thanks. All right. And then I turn around because inside the floor is much cleaner. It's all clear. All right then. The hat. You look great. The isolation gown. Yeah. Okay. I have to bring my.
What's our size?
This is large.
Oh, large.
What's yours? You're better. Anyway, I can do large.
Oversized.
Oversized. Oversized. So button up everything, huh? Okay,
Yeah.
got it. And I will be, as you can see.
Seems it's 扣不上，你那个有问题吗？
还行。
不行，扣不上。
Let's go. Kind of noisy here.
Everything starts from here.
ones responsible for the afternoon shift. I'll keep him working then.
It's very busy.
Yes.
It's very busy.
Okay. Thank you so much for showing us around.
You're welcome.
And this is one of the many workshops you have.
Yeah. We have 3 similar workshops here in Beijing.
I see. Oh, they're still packing. Everybody is so busy with their own specific job, right?
Yeah. Our factory is running for 20 hours.
Here.
Yeah.
All right.
We never have holiday.
No holiday
No holiday, no weekend.
since the end of January.
Yeah. So we can.
Because everybody wanted, right? The face
Yeah.
mask.
Yes.
So you are selling only to Beijing or also to other places?
We are selling to many places in China and overseas.
I see.
There are many countries, Spain, France,
Uh-huh.
Germany,
Yeah.
Brazil.
Yes.
Yeah, we are selling a lot.
Right. Now we can keep this
Yeah,
on,
yeah,
right? We can
yes,
keep this on,
yes.
right?
It's very
All we
hot.
need to do is to take off the fuel covers, right?
Yeah.
Quite an exercise, isn't it? And it will be put inside here. Okay. Done. And then also this one. Right. So this is looks like quite a simple production process, but it is production lines like this, 4 and 5 of them, that have been supporting the city of Beijing and many here in the city when they want to have a surgical mask.
Yes.
I know you've been working from the very first day when the factory was established until today.
Yeah. We slept only 2 or 4 hours every day, especially in February and March.
Those were the most
And-
difficult times.
Difficult, very difficult every day. But now Beijing is getting better, and we are going to have the holiday.
Really?
I hope.
So, as you may know, the Chinese are celebrating the International Labor Day, which falls on May the 1st. So it's actually just one day from now. It's supposed to be a holiday when most of the people who are working very hard could have 1 or 2 days off. This time it's 5 days off because the government wants to encourage consumption and people traveling. But we'll see whether you can have a day off this time.
I hope we can have 1 or 2 days for our workers because they are working a lot before in the past 3 months and
100 days already, right? You think about
100
it.
days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, there's one thing, you are not only providing materials and also products to the Chinese market, but also to the international markets, isn't
Yes,
it? Yeah.
yes.
Where are you exporting to?
Spain, France, Germany, Brazil. Yeah. Those are our most
Major
markets.
I see. How to make sure the quality?
We have the inspectors in our factory to responsible for the raw material inspection and the production inspection and the finished face mask inspection. we also produce the raw material by ourselves right now.
Oh.
So we control the raw material
Yeah.
by ourselves.
Okay.
It's very important.
Right, exactly. But there's one thing I want to ask you. I mean, the price of raw materials like this are going skyrocketing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Over the past few months because there's huge demand for it. So how are you coping with it? Well, you cannot sell overpriced.
At the beginning, we have to pay the very expensive raw material,
Like this.
and this one and the melt blown.
I see.
But right now, we are producing the raw material by ourselves, so we can control the cost by ourselves.
I see. That's very smart.
Yes, it's very important for the face mask factory. I think if you cannot produce the raw material by your
The result of producing your own raw material will come out, right?
Yeah.
It's very nice. It's fascinating trip for me. In fact, I never know how they came into being the face mask, and now I do. Now I do. So I guess you're still need to working for a few hours. I want to thank you, Jingjing,
You're welcome.
for welcoming me in and also showing me around. I know that every day it's like very busy for you.
You are coming. And to coming to our factory.
Yeah. Let them to film a little bit today, but you are taking us around. Thank you so much. All the
You're
best, my
welcome.
dear.
Thank you.
Yeah, be
Thank
well,
you.
huh? Yes, yes. Thanks.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
So this is just one of those factories in Beijing that were originally established in order to provide a face mask to the people at the very beginning of the outbreak. At that time, there was such a huge demand for supply, but for supply, however, very limited numbers. And these workers in those workshops working around the clock 24 hours in order to provide the most important life-saving surgical masks. And now they are producing them and exporting them to the overseas market for people in need. The International Labor Day is coming. We hope they're going to have 1 or 2 days off. We hope. And with this little story, we want to pay tribute to them, to their hard work over the past 100 days. Beijing now is open. People in Beijing can travel freely to the other parts of China. But we will never forget the challenges of the past 100 days and the strength we have demonstrated by working together, such as in a factory like this. I'm Tian Wei, host of The World Inside of CGTN. Thank you for being with me. You also have a great week ahead.